Stop number 29 on the Castrol GTX Cup Series brings us to the shortest and the slowest of the short tracks, the Ultimate Paperclip, Martinsville Speedway in Martinsville, Virginia, as we're set for 75 laps of action here on this racetrack, and it's the first of two straight we'll have on a short track, actually next to the last short track race of the season. That's what I'm meaning to say. As we are here today for the running of the Goody's Fast Relief 500s, we're set for racing here today. On the pole for today's event, the third place driver in the points, Keith Batson, on the pole for today's event. He's usually a good short track racer. We'll find out. We'll see if he can finally break through and get that first one or not here this season. We'll see what happens here. He's driving car number 88. Alongside of him, the number 3 GM Government Chevrolet, Cole Deaver, starts in alongside the second position. He's the defending champion of this race here at Martinsville. Road 2 has Chris Dollerton in car 60, the winner this season at Darlington and Auto Club, the Power Team Chevrolet. He's actually in the top 10 of the points this season so far. He'll be alongside Shane Lake, a good qualifying run for him, and number 30, the Jimmy Dean Pontiac. Third row has the championship leader, Jessica Shelton, car number 94 to McDonald's Ford. Her lead chopped to 69 points coming out of the last race in tour at Dover after Matthews finished ahead of her in that race, and she starts ahead of Kyle Matthews in this event here today, I should say, as well, here at Martinsville. She'll start 5th today, and starting alongside of her will be car 66. It'll be Zachary Fitzwater. The fourth row will have car 25, Johnny Gardner, and number 5, Phil Parker. No love lost between those two drivers. Row 5 will have Jesse Turner in 75, and number 1, Jay Jefferson. Jefferson winner the last time he was on the short track at Richmond, Virginia. Next row down has Joshua Osborne, 2-time winner this season, car number 99, the X-Embarrass SKF Ford. And going for the Martinsville sweep is Kev Sheeran, car 36. He also won the All-Stars at Charlotte this season. Row number 7, the aforementioned Kyle Matthews, car 24, the DuPont Chevrolet, 4-time winner this season so far. As he's looking to close up more on Shelton's points lead coming into this event, or coming out of this event. He'll be alongside Quentin Moore in car number 90. He has a short track win that came at Bristol in the night race. Next row down has Charles Sanford in 42, the Mel's Ability Chevrolet. He's a 3-time winner this season so far. Actually, yeah, 3-time winner this season so far. He almost won the last race on the tour at Dover. His wins came at Watkins Glen, Michigan, and also, I believe, at Pocono. He'll be alongside car 77. It is Paul Minnick. Next row down has 45, Seth Cole, and number 9, Sky Cummins. Next row after that will be car 31, Nathan Hudson, and 44, Mike Becker. Next row down is Rob Evans at number 12, and Casey Nanico at number 7. Then it's Kat Bassett at 28, and number 55, Henry Sanford. Next row down has 2-time winner season Dylan Young, and car number 2, the Miller Lite Ford. He won this season at Michigan, and also followed that up with a win in the Pepsi 400. After that, alongside him is Adam Flickinger in car 23. Next round after that will be Nathan Ormond in car number 40, and number 97, Zach Winkle. Then it's Dylan Poteet in 22 in the winner of the season of the day race at Bristol, and Riverside winner Joshua Collard. Next round is car number 11, Emmanuel Hartnett, and number 21, that is Marcus Sachi. And it's Julius Anderson in number 16, and beside him will be William Brock in car number 4. Next row after that would be car 33, James Henry, and number 10, Mitchell Collins. Next row after that would be Brandon Parker in 20 and 71, Alex Nord. Then it's Matt Haas in 18 and Jordan Lopez in number 6. And starting shotgun to fill will be Ryan Brommer in car number 26. Sorry about that. Allergies acting up here a little bit. So here comes the command to fire the engines here at Martinsville.
Gentlemen, start your engines!
So you got a Ford Chevy front row here, and by the way, both Keith Badson and Cole Bieber will be carrying our in-car cameras in today's event, and our third camera will land the cars is passing you right now, Seth Cole, in the 45. He has our third in-car camera in this event here today. So the field making their way through turns 3 and 4 right here as the Goody's Fast Relief 500 is about to get underway here as they come off turn number 4 and the green flag flies. And just like we saw Kev Shearer do in the first time at Martinsville, Cole Deaver gets the jump on Keith Badson. But unlike Shearer, Deaver does not hold it through turns 1 and 2, and he's gonna and now he and Badson are side by side in turns 3 and 4. Who's going to lead the first lap? It's going to be Keith Badson leading the first lap of this race. Cole Bieber got an excellent start here, but he tried to send it into turn number 1 and didn't quite pull it off, just like Kev Shearer did the first time at Martinsville, but in first race here, I should say, this season. And now he's going to try to lose. He's about to lose second position now that Chris Dollerton in car number 60 as he and Jessica Shelton hook up right there, and somebody's on pit road already. Well, I thought I saw somebody on pit road. I thought I saw a yellow car on pit road, but it was the pace car actually that was on pit road actually. So anyway, and already Keith Badson has pulled to a substantial lead right now. Chris Dollerton second position, third is Jessica Shelton, fourth is Cole Deaver. Fifth right now is car 25, Johnny Gardner, who won the last race on the Tour at Dover. He has a 2-time winner season so far. Jesse Turner about to get by him for position. Now Joshua Osborne's gotten by Shane Lake, who is about to get passed by Zachary Fitzwater. And there comes Charles Sanford on the left side of Kyle Matthews in car 24. Matthews fresh off of a I think it was a 4th place run at Dover. On board Seth Cole's car in car number 45 as he is running right now in 12th position at the moment as he's running right behind his buddy Charles Sanford. In car number 42, some close corners racing here. And by the way, the bumper came by is also in the car is on the car of Keith Badson. While the front bumper came is being carried by Cole Deaver. He also has a roof cam as well. Deaver does as well. So Deaver's got 2 cameras on his race car. And as we go here, and actually, if you notice the big instrument, the big circle right there on the instrument panel right there, that's the tachometer. I know we do this every time we go to Martinsville, but it bears repeating. They turn such high RPMs in Martinsville. They're down about 5,500 in the middle of 3 and 4. You see Seth goes into turn 3 at about 9,500 RPMs, and then into turn number through turns 1 and 2, and somebody has spun in the middle of. I hear tires screeching, so somebody spun apparently to cause the first yellow flag to fly for the day. And it's Adam Flickinger in 23 who spun along with Mike Becker and William Brock. And see a slight hood buckle on the number 44 Hot Wheels Pontiac. So the Hot Wheels kind of turned into Cole wheels for the moment. And whoa! Whew, that was close there. William Brock just about rear into the back of the 90 of Quentin Moore. And apparently it was more than just problems that happened and it had a little bit more problems going through 1 and 2 apparently. So let's see what caused the whole thing to happen. Yeah, and it was Poteet who actually slid into turn number 1. Actually, is what happened. Yeah, Poteet and Emmanuel Hartnett both stuck in turn number 1 too deep, and Poteet got the worst of it as he and Quentin Moore both hit the wall. Becker does the same thing. You see 77 Paul Minnick gets into it right there, and then Quentin got into it by getting into the 44 of Mike Becker. And actually just sends Quentin more into the wall hard. And Adam Flickinger, he spins right there at this point. And there's where the hood buckle on the 44 come from. And that was from Flickinger's car. And meantime, William Brock just about rear into the back of the 44 car of Mike Becker, who unfortunately has been knocked out of the race. So Mike Becker, one of the first retirees in this event, actually the first retiree in this event. He'll finish this race, unfortunately for him, in 41st position. So the green flag will fly on lap number 15 here at Martinsville Speedway. Keith Batson has led all the way so far. Second position is Chris Dollerton. Jessica Shelton runs third. Fourth position is 75 of Jesse Turner. Joshua Osborne is fifth. Sixth position right now is the 25 of Johnny Gardner. Zachary Fitzwater is seventh. Eighth is Cole Deaver. Ninth, Seth Cole. 10th is Shane Lake. Dang allergies. That's how they run right now as they're about to get set for green flag racing. On lap number 15, we'll have 61 to go. 14 laps are in the books. And Chris Dalton staying close, and Dalton gets loose in the turn number 1, and here comes Shelton to the low side. Meantime, same thing happened to Jesse Turner. Now Joshua Osborne looks low on him for I think that's for fourth position. I think it is. Yes, it is. So a good run into turn number 1 and a hearty hi-ho X-side. Joshua Osborne goes into comes off turn number 2 as the fourth place driver at the moment. Dollerton runs in third position and battle for fifth right now between Gardner and Turner. Gardner gets by him for fifth. The man who dominated Dover. He has not only won there this season, he also won the Winston 500 at Talladega. And Gardner currently sitting right now solidly in the top 10 of the standings coming into this event at Martinsville and getting a pretty good. And looks like going to get a pretty good chunk of points at the moment coming into here at Martinsville. But we still got a long way to go. 17 laps are in the books at this event, and we still have 58 of them left to go in this 75-lap race at Martinsville. Rear bumper cam from Keith Batson's car, looking right in the front of Jessica Shelton's car. Jessica runs second at the moment. Lost some points, lost a little bit of points there coming out of Dover with the last race of the tour. Her lead is now 69 points between her and Kyle Matthews, who sits right now 13th at the moment. So Shelton stands to gain back what she lost at Dover. So and yellow flag's flown for the second time here today. She saw from the back of Batson's car as a crash apparently involving. Well, I can't tell who that would involve, actually, to be honest. So I don't know yet. We'll have to look at the pace card look at the pace card's view and see where the yellow flag flew. And I saw somebody hit the wall, and it was Paul Minnick in 77 that apparently sent it too deep going into turn number 1. Let's see what happened to him. Yeah, he just completely missed the turns. What he did right there, and actually, I don't think it was Minnick. Actually, I don't think it was Minnick. He just sent it and took the long way around. But it might have been Poteet possibly. It was Poteet, and it was Mitchell Collins who gave him a little bit of a tap right there in turn number 1. Nope, Poteet's actually completely lost it going into turn number 1, and then got into Mitchell Collins. Almost not quite Joey Logano, Matt Kenseth style, but it looked almost like it, but not quite. So. Poteet, yeah, there's the public just floored it around the corner like it was nothing. So pace car next off on the pit road here is where we set to try it again here on the restart as we have 25 in the books and 50 laps to go here at Martinsville. And whoa, Shelton was ready for Batson on that restart. But Batson again gets a good run here on the backstretch and pulls away just a little bit from Shelton. Dalton's third, fourth is Osborne, fifth is Turner now as he's gotten by Johnny Gardner. Here comes Fitzwater to the low side. Fitzy making it stick to the low side. Gardner swings up to the high side. Fitzwater gets by him. That's 6th and 7th right there on your screen. In the meantime, Cole Deaver having trouble trying to keep his car to the low side as we see Shane Lake getting by for 8th place. Deaver's in 9th. Nathan Hudson right now runs 10th. 11th is at the moment Rob Evans. That was Seth Cole in 12th spot at the moment. Seth looking strong at the moment. Riding with Cole Deaver in 10th. Take a look at the lap speeds right there. Jessica Shelton, the fastest car. Her and Batson, both the fastest cars on the track. Both at 99.501 miles an hour. In fact, the top 8 cars are in the 99 mile an hour range right now. Deaver up to about 123 miles an hour in turn number 3, and he'll drop down to about 74 miles an hour. Now comes off turn number 4. That's to 123 again, going in turn number 1, and down to about 70 miles per hour in turns in the middle of 1 and 2. Laps here at Martinsville take about 19 seconds to complete. And believe it or not, it's not the quickest lap times you'll ever have on a short track. The quickest short track, of course, lap time wise, is of course 14 seconds around Bristol, where we were at earlier this season, twice already. This is the second visit here to Martinsville Speedway this season as we watched Keith Batson continue to lead this event. He started from the pole. Jessica Shelton, who started 5th, is now up to 2nd place at the moment. Again, Dollarton's 3rd. 4th is Osborne. 5th is Turner. 6th is Fitzwater. 7th is Gardner. 8th is Lake. 9th is Hudson. And 10th is Cole Deaver. Rob Evans, 11th. Sky Commons, 12th. 13th is Emmanuel Hartnett. 14th, Seth Cole. 15th is now Dylan Young. He's up to 15th, I should say. Started this race 25th in the field, and he's up to 15th, so he's having a good, solid run here today. Jay Jefferson, who won our last time we was on the short track at Richmond, he runs in 16th position. This is a different track than Richmond, obviously. Brandon Parker, 17th, and then 18th where you'll find Kyle Matthews. Bad news for him is that both Shelton and Batson are ahead of him right now. So with those two running up there in the top 5 at the moment, that means not only is Matthews going to lose ground on Shelton in the points, but also is going to have Batson gain on him in the points. Bill Parker's 19th, 20th is Marcus Sachi, 21st is Alex Miller, 22nd at the moment is James Henry, 23rd is Henry Sanford, so a couple of Henrys right there together. Charles Sampers 24th, 25th right now is Kev Shearer. So Shearer obviously not having as good a day as he had here today at Martinsville as he was the last time he was here. Cat Batson 26. 27th is Ryan Brommer, who started his race dead last. He's up to 27th in the moment. 28th is Julius Anderson. 29th is Jordan Lopez. Paul Minnick is 30th. 31st is William Brock. 32nd, Matt Haas. 33rd, Joshua Collard. 34th, Dylan Poteet. 35th, Nathan Orman. 35th, Zach 36th is Quentin Moore. 37th is Mitchell Collins. 38th, Casey Nanico. Zach Winkles, 39th. And 40th is Adam Flickinger. And that brings us back to the front of the field, which is being led by Keith Batson. The lap car's up ahead of Batson, so that's the one thing you may not want to have at the moment. Keith Batson's been so close a couple times to win, but not quite enough. Of course, he led, I think, twice on the last lap, believe it or not, this season. And he led on the last lap at, I think it was at, I know he led on the last lap, I know he led on the last lap at Daytona in the 400, but but fell short of that victory right there. Then, and then Pocono, he had to lead the white flag and lost that race to Charles Sanford. So Keith really, in reality, should have had about 2 wins this season, but didn't quite snatch the brass ring either time. So, but Martinsville looks like a pretty good chance for the moment. But as I said, we still have 40. We'll still have Joshua Osborne got loose coming off turn number 2. But this time by completes lap number 44. We will have 31 laps to go. So Batson can hold on for those 31 laps. He can possibly do it here. Casey Nanico just up ahead of him in the 7 car. Another lap car. Inside Keith Batson's machine, and we'll take a look at how he drives his track. And see Keith winding that engine about 9,600 RPMs. And down to about 5,200 in the middle of 1 and 2. Up to about 9,400 in turn 3 now, and taps the curve just a little bit. His last lap speed that time by 98.7 miles per hour. Batson trapped behind that 7 car. He's trying to look for a way around that machine. And whoa, Batson slid up the track here. Here comes Shelton closing up. This is for the lead. And Batson slides way up the track right now at the moment. Shelton looks slow. Batson slams the door on her. In the turn number 1, they go once again. And Batson this time goes low on the track. He'll try to look low on Nanico that time by going to turn number 3, but nope, and Batson stays tucked on the back of that 7 machine. Batson's got to be frustrated. Oh, he moved on the track again. Here comes Shelton to the low side. Dalton looks low again. It looks even lower as they go into turn number 3. Shelton is right there on the back bumper of Batson's car. Rear bumper came from the 88 machine of Batson. He sticks it to the low side. Dalton looks low on Shelton for 3rd spot, or 2nd position, I should say. As those two are about to go side by side to turn number 3, and turn number 1, I should say. Some great pictures from the back of Batson's car. Dalton takes 2nd for the moment. Meantime, Turner's going to try to take 4th from Osborne. Shelton getting stuck up on the high side here on the track here. Now Osborne looks low on her. As Batson finally gets by Nanico at the moment, but here they come into turn number 3 as they go. So Dalton takes 2nd, Osborne takes 3rd, Shelton drops to 4th. And meantime, Fitzwater to the low side, trying to take fourth position from Shelton. That doesn't work, and now Johnny Gardner looks low on Jesse Turner for position. That's for, I think, 6th, I think it is. Yes, it is 6th for Johnny Gardner. So some epic battles going on right now. Casey Nanico pretty much trolling everybody. Lap car on the lead lap here. Now Osborne probably will dip low on him for position. Here comes Shelton, gonna try to follow through. Nothing doing, but well, not for the moment. So Osborne finally gets by him, and now Shelton. She slides him the truck again. And Nanico, like I said, trolling everybody in this field right now. He is not making any friends. .49 of a second right now, but it's going to separate the front two cars of Keith Batson and Chris Dollerton as they go into turn number as they are about to complete the 58th lap of this event. Or maybe make that 59. So 59 laps are in the books already, and we have now 16 laps to go here at Martinsville Speedway. As we continue to watch Casey Nanico pretty much just hold everybody in the lead lap up and pretty much losing ground to everybody right now. And finally, Shelton says, out of my way, I got a race to run, and she finally moves Nanico up the track and gets by him. That's the trouble that can be trouble. That's the trouble that they usually face with lap traffic, is because of the fact, they hold everybody up, and right now Adam Flickinger is about ready to do the same thing as Nanico was doing to Shelton, as he's about to do the same thing on Keith Batson right now. Finally, Batson just says, I remember what happened the last time. I'm going to floor the throttle on that Ford and just get by you. So, and this is what he wants to see right there. Lap car between he and the second place car for the moment. That's going to give Batson some breathing room. But Dalton gets by Flickinger with no trouble, and they go into turn number 1, excuse me. Now Mitchell Collins and Dylan Potier are up ahead of him. So it took 64 laps, and it took about 50 or 60 laps, and the lap traffic is already coming into play. 11 laps to go in this race. Batson and Dollerton, that's the front two at the moment. And that time by Batson completes 65 laps, and we have now 10 to go. Riding with Keith Batson in car number 88, he runs in the lead. Averaging so far 81.07 miles per hour. And the yellow flag flies once again for the third time. Yellow flag is out with, I think now that was 8 laps to go in this race. Batson did not want to see that yellow fly. Neither. Now we're going to look and see what caused the yellow flag to fly. And it was Alex Miller and Jay Jefferson was what caused this whole thing to happen here. This is battling for 18th position, and I think Jefferson might have given Miller a bit of a bump right there. That was vicious right there. So Alex Miller and Jay Jefferson, not a good day for those two, obviously, as not quite all's well but ends well but in this situation, but nonetheless, it's that's gonna be one of those. I think Miller may want to have some words with Jefferson in the garage area over that one, and that was but hey, chalk it all up to short track racing. That's all I can say on that one. So 37 cars still in the lead lap here. We are going to get a restart here with 3 laps to go here at Martinsville. Oh, brother. And like I said, I don't think Keith Batson wanted to see that yellow flag fly, but that's what happened here as the yellow pace car's about to duck up on the pit road. It's Batson, Dalton, Osborne, Shelton, Gardner, Turner, Late, Evans, Commons, and Deaver, the top 10. Does Batson hold on for his first one, or will Dalton spoil it? The green flag flies. We're back underway with now 3 laps to go. Dalton trying to keep it close into turn number 3. Batson trying to keep it smooth as he can. He knows one slip and Dalton's by him. 2 to go. In the third turn to come, Keith Batson will see the white flag. He has 1 to go. He led on the white flag lap in the 5400. Got passed, but put away by Dylan Young. He led the white flag lap at Pocono. Got passed for him by Charles Sanford. He leads on the white flag lap at Martinsville. And this time, not to be denied. Off turn number 4 he comes. And the Goody's 500 belongs to Keith Batson. He wins at Martinsville. So Keith Batson got the restart he wanted after that third caution flag, and this time it all pays off for him as he gets the victory here today. Second will go to Chris Dalton, third to Joshua Osborne, fourth to Jessica Shelton, fifth will go to Jesse Turner, sixth will go to Johnny Gardner. Shane Lake with a great run finishes in seventh, eighth to Cole Deaver. He picks up a couple spots for position. 9th to Rob Evans, and 10th to go to Seth Cole. Average speed 76.669 in the average speed here. Margin of victory 0.47 seconds between those two cars. And there's the rest of the finishing order here for you here. 11th will go to Zachary Fitzwater. Kyle Matthews picks up a couple spots to finish 12th. 13th will go to Sky Commons, Dylan Young, Nathan Hudson, and Kev Shearer. Emmanuel Hartnett, James Henry, and Charles Sanford, and Brandon Parker, the top 20. And there's the rest of the finishing order right here. Henry Sanford, Phil Parker, Marcus Sachi, Julius Anderson, Ryan Brommer, Alex Miller, Jordan Lopez, Matt Haas, Joshua Collard, Kat Batson, the top 30. Quentin Moore, William Brock, Dylan Poteet, Mitchell Collins, Nathan Ormond, and Paul Minnick, the top the cars that finished on the lead lap in this event here today. Excuse me. Casey Nanico, Zach Winkle, Jay Jefferson, and Adam Flickinger were the cars that finished a lap or more down, and Mike Becker was the only car that finished out of the race after his ordeal that happened to cause caution number 1 to fly. So that will do it here today at Martinsville Speedway. And so close so many times in this season, but Keith Batson has finally picked up that first victory of the season as he takes home the Goody Fast Relief 500. If you like what you see here, be sure to subscribe to the NNSCRA Sports and Gaming channel. We got everything on the channel. We got interesting gaming videos, whatever the president of the NNSCRA says calls ours for his channel. And be sure to check out the Duracell Cup Series, the Budweiser All Pro Series, and the Marvel Studios Cup Series, also from the NNSCRA. You may also want to check out Seth Cole singing some songs too. Yeah, I don't know why, but as I'm recording this video, I got that Prince Ali song stuck in my head now. Maybe because I listened to it twice this morning. Anyway, that will do it here today at Martinsville Speedway. Congratulations again to Keith Batson, the winner of the Goody Fast Relief 500. And for now, this is James Qualston in production of the NNSCRA. Off on racing at its best. We will see you at North Wilkesboro for the Tyson Holly Farms 400.